Next up is My Week with Marilyn, featuring Michelle Williams giving a thoroughly committed performance as Marilyn Monroe. It takes place during the shooting of The Prince and the Showgirl in England in 1956, when Monroe was the most famous person on the planet.
We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The way that I move, that thermometer proves that I certainly can.
Despite her celebrity and her new marriage to Arthur Miller, Monroe desperately wanted to be taken seriously. Even though this movie is a light romantic comedy, it gives her the chance to work with Laurence Olivier, played by Kenneth Branagh, as both her director and co-star. She is, of course, paralyzed with fear, but Olivier's wife, Vivien Leigh, played by Julia Ormond, tries to encourage her.
Larry tells me that you are quite superb. And I am wild with jealousy.
But everyone says you are a wonderful Elsie on stage. Oh, but I'm too old to play her in the film. Larry was quite brutal about that. You see, the truth is all that matters to him.
Monroe also seeks comfort in a young, starstruck, and personality-free assistant, Colin, the real-life writer whose memoirs are the basis for the film, played by Eddie Redmayne. She keeps drawing him closer, even as all her various hangers-on view him as a threat and try to push him away.
Surprise! Roger and I decided to take you on an adventure.
What the hell? Get back here, you little bastard!
Williams gets a lot of the details right in her extended impression of Monroe. The breathy voice, the flirty demeanor, and even some subtle facial gestures. But you never forget that you're watching Michelle Williams playing Marilyn Monroe. No matter how good Williams is, how good she always is, the Monroe she gets to work with only has two gears. She's either the dazzling, charismatic sex symbol, or she's needy and insecure and stoned. I mean, surely there was much more complexity to this icon, but you won't find it here. Thumbs down from me.
It's a thumbs down for me as well. This is a really flimsy movie propping up a performance that frankly isn't all that great. It's like propping up, I don't know, cardboard with paper.
No, she's better than that. I mean, she does inhabit it, but it's tough when someone's this famous. You can't really get lost in it that well, I don't think.
It's an impression, and you're right. Maybe if she had been given a better script, one that wasn't just a bunch of, you know, all this pop culture stuff we already know about Marilyn Monroe. She's married to Arthur Miller. She pops pills. Sometimes she's sad. She wants to get treated seriously. There you go. That's all there is to the Monroe character in this film. It's just incidents to prop up this this impression.
And the kid is boring. Why she clings to him? I mean, when it's about the movie and about like the machinery
well, because
of
he wrote
Hollywood.
the memoir that this is based on.
There
so
you
obviously,
go.
Marilyn Monroe thought he was a really cool guy.
For that one day, they went skinny dipping in the lake. It was very exciting.
I'm sure it really happened.